In this video, I want to address a very common mistake that is made in fighting out in the streets. Stick around. I will obviously tell you, avoid fighting in the street. Don't look for street fights. Don't allow yourself to be in situations where that can happen. Avoid it at all costs. But I'm also one of those people who believes that there's always a possibility that we may be in one, even if we don't want to be in one. And I believe that we should study fighting and combative arts to be prepared for these occurrences if they should happen. Now, I don't know what your level of training is, but a common mistake that will happen between two individuals who clash on the street is something very similar that will happen with a lot of animals out here in the wild, and it's just going head to head, clash for clash, shot for shot. And that mistake is failing to change levels in the fight. A while back, I did a very similar video titled Getting Off the Center Line. This video is a little different. Let's get right into it. A common thing you will see with untrained people who are fighting out in the street is this, and it's a losing battle. Standing in front of the other person, head back, arms swinging, super common. Here's what it looks like. This is a trap that people get pulled into, and it becomes a race to the finish line, so to speak. And somebody's going to make a connection, as you saw in that clip. Eventually, somebody is going to get caught. In situations like that, you got to cover up and change levels. How much different would it have been instead of standing in front, swinging like this, if one would have chosen to change that level? And if you're in a situation with somebody who's bigger and taller, who's punching down, you're at even more of a disadvantage. This is why a boxer is going to knock somebody out like that in most situations, because they're not just going to stand there and bang until somebody gets clipped. They're going to absorb, they're going to change levels, they're going to get in position to strike again. It's not just going to be just like that, because your chin is back, your head is up, you're going down. Also, instead of standing there, exchanging punches, changing levels allows also for the takedowns. So don't fall into that trap. Change those levels, change the angles, get in position, take your strike. They want to lure you into that, especially if they don't have a lot of training, and for them it's just a matter of head to head, smash for smash, like two horned animals just colliding. That's what happens out here. And when we fail to change those levels, get out from up underneath it and get into a different angle, or get into a position where we can more effectively strike or set up a takedown, we're caught up in this head-to-head battle, and it's only a matter of time before somebody makes the connection. And the thing is, you may or may not be in an advantageous situation there. You may be the bigger, longer, faster, stronger individual swinging down on somebody, or you could be caught in the thick of being at the disadvantage, and if you don't connect quick, they will connect and the fight will be over. We've got to get out of there and not stay in a position where it's clash, 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 clash. And even if you are attacked and you're dealing with a sudden barrage, being able to change that level, to weave, to roll out, to change that position could put you in a place to be able to get away. But to just stand in front of somebody like this with your head back, this is so common. Think about that. When your head is back, your chin is up, and if you get caught, boom, it's to the ground. Mike Tyson was well known for changing those levels, getting off that line, changing the angles, and getting in position to do a lot of damage. Everybody knows his peekaboo style of boxing. He was very good at that. A healthy fighting stance is to have your hands up, your chin down, your elbows in this way. I'd say that's pretty linear with most fighting styles, in my opinion. From here, you're able to strike and move forward. That chin is down, your footwork is good, you're in position, you've got leverage, you've got everything in place. Oftentimes on the street, it is the opposite. It's almost like a backing up type of swing. A lot of people are swinging from a leaned back, backing up position because obviously they don't want to get clipped, so they're having to lean back. But the answer to having to lean back and swing from a back position is changing those levels and getting in position to where you can strike with leverage and power and be in range. As far as the roll is concerned, I'm in a boxing stance here, and I'm just going to slip this way. I'm utilizing my knees a little bit, but not too much. For example, I don't want to duck so much with my knees that I'm now out of range and position. It's a slight bend of the knee and a roll of the hips. Just a slight bend of the knee, but you're in position and you're staying in range. I'm going to get in kind of a lower stance here. I'm using my grappling dummy just because his arms are coming towards me here. So I'm not just going to stand here and exchange with him. I'm going to be here and I'm going to change that level so I can take the fight somewhere else. And again, changing those levels can get you in all kinds of takedown positions. So again, don't let your human instinct draw you into this animalistic, instinctive way of fighting where it's head to head. Martial arts, boxing, all of these things are a science. They allow us to fight more intellectually than what may be instinctive. But I watch fight clip after fight clip, and a great majority of the guys out here that get into another fight with another man, most of them are at the wrong place at the wrong time, by the way, but that's how they fight. It's very little science in it. Every now and then you'll see somebody who you can tell has some experience. Those videos are out there, but a lot of times it's head to head, horn to horn, and somebody gets knocked out. Anyway, my friend, this is just a basic foundational teaching. I hope it was helpful. Take care.